Hi, welcome to this video on how to use the repeating section control in Nintex Forms. The repeating section control acts as a container to group controls together, and this control can be repeated, so the user can add additional information if required. For the purpose of this video, I have created a custom SharePoint list entitled Customer Information. So here you can see we have the current form, and the form's purpose is to gather information about customers, including their name, email address, phone number, and address. Now, just to note, when I did create the SharePoint list, it is important to have the phone number column as a multi-line text column. This is so that all of the phone numbers can be recorded in the list. Here we have the current form. You can see here there is no phone number section on the form. We will use the repeating section control for the phone number section. This way the customer can enter multiple phone numbers while completing the form. First off, I've already made some room for the phone number section between the name and email address. Now we need to add a label control to the form and expand that to match the labels on the rest of the form. I'm going to call this label phone numbers. I'll also add some styling to the control so the label title sits in the center of the control. Alright, so next we need to add the repeating section control next to the phone numbers label. Okay, so we can open the repeating section control, and I'm going to call this phone numbers as well. In the Connected To section, select the list column phone number. This means the phone number data will be connected to the list, and any data recorded in the repeating section will be stored in the SharePoint list the form is published against. Next, we want to add some text. So I'm going to call this Add New Phone Number. Now this is going to show on the form telling the user how to add another phone number. And if I save this, you can see that the text has appeared right here. Next, we need to start adding the phone number information into the repeating section. The first step is to add a choice control to the form using the phone number type. So I'm going to resize this and call this control type. And next I want to enter the choices for the user. So I'm going to have work, home, and mobile. And because I don't want my users to be able to select more than one phone number type, I'm going to change the display format to a drop-down list. We will also add some styling to keep the control in line with other controls on the form. Okay, the next step is to add a single line of text control onto the form, and this is going to be the phone number field where the user enters their phone number. Now I'm also going to add some styling here so that it looks like the other controls on the form. We now have our customer information form including the repeating section, and the final step is to save and publish the form. And publish. Alright, the form has now been published. I'm going to show you where this appears in the list. The user can now view the form by clicking on Add New Item, and this will bring up the form we just created. This form includes the repeating section we have just added, and if I want to include a phone number, all I need to do is select the phone number I want, so in this case home, and enter my number. And then I want to add a second number. I click on the link Add New Phone Number, and this time I can enter my work number. You can also see that the controls below the repeating section move down to accommodate the repeating section's expansion. So there you have it, how to create a repeating section control in an Nintex form. Thanks for watching. For more information on Nintex Forms or any of our other products, please see nintex.com.